Giseon, Giseon. El servicio parece pasado. Nuevo centro. ¡Gol!
Hello, hello. Welcome to Chai and Busquets. This is our first episode trying video. Uh, as you can see, I'm Sandy, Manchester United fan, uh, and we are joined by. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Abhishek,
Mm,
Barcelona fan.
mm,
I've been a fan since 2006 or 7. That's probably when I started watching, and Ronaldinho was, one of the stars I looked up to, along with Deco and everybody else in the team. So, yeah,
mhm.
good to be on this first video podcast with you guys. Rohit, up to you
Yeah,
next.
I'm Rohit, Arsenal fan, as you can see. Yeah, I've been watching since the 2010 World Cup, so I've been through all the banter era. So it's nice to be at a place where we're competing for titles, right? Yeah, I've
Nice.
seen Arsenal
Mm.
grow from from what we were to what it is now. So it's nice.
It's
I think
it's
we all.
very Sorry, sorry. I had to say. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very big of you to assume that the banter era is gone. For the past 4 years with Arteta. But I would definitely say that yeah, Arsenal has definitely improved under Arteta for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better. But one thing I want to tell viewers and about us is we all started watching football around the same time. So we three know each other from engineering. So our engineering under graduation 2011, we went to hostel together, and we were in the hostel together, and we were watching football. Like most of you who are listening, late at night, uh, all the late night games, especially in the Champions League, La Liga games, Premier League games used to start Sunday night, Saturday night evenings, whereas like La Liga used to be in midnight, right? Even Champions League. So that's how we started following football. We started knowing each other. So, and 15 years later, now we are doing this podcast together. So it's been a
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah, and small thing to add to that was for those evening matches, we would grab our hot tea and we would from the hostel and go and watch the match together. So that's why our
Yes.
name Chai and Busquets. Uh, so yeah, that's a small quirk.
Okay. Uh, So yeah, like when we talk about watching football at night, right? Like so, Rohit, you had an interesting question right before we started the podcast, which is, who are the biggest fans? Is it like waking up late at night and watching your favorite team, even when you are like when you need to sleep? There is an exam tomorrow, or there is something very important tomorrow, but you still need to finish the match before you sleep, or is it people from India following Indian football also? Who do you guys think are the biggest fans?
Yeah, I asked the question because I was wondering how you would categorize this, right? Because we watch madly. We watch games at all times. We watch uh, like we've moved from India to wherever we are now, and we're still watching it idiotic times. And
Yes.
but but we don't watch Indian football. So there are Indian football fans who watch Indian football madly. They go to the games, they watch, even though the quality is not great, they watch that, right? So I was wondering, like, are they good football fans because they're actually trying to support Indian football, or are we good football fans because we're watching good football?
It's a moral
I don't
question.
think there's an answer. Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
think there's an
Yeah.
answer.
hmm
So
I think
in
it's
this
Sorry.
scenario, is the Indian football fan also waking up at night and watching European football?
No,
Okay,
no,
then
no,
they're
no.
total
So
clear winner.
Yeah, because he's doing both.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there is, it's all love for the game, right? Like love for the beautiful game. So anything and everything, like if you're watching consistently for the last 10, 15 years without missing, uh, even in your most important events, or very, even when you have to not watch and study, just to give you an example, then that is the love for the game, I think. So
Yeah, I
so
remember I had an interview the next day, um, and then I was watching Manchester City versus Barcelona away game, and it was the quarterfinal of 2015. That's when we did the treble, and Rohit was telling me, "Dude, go to sleep. You have an interview tomorrow," and I was like, "No, this match is so interesting. You know, we had prime Yaya Toure in that City team, and then."
mm,
Messi doing his thing with Neymar and Suarez, and that's the season Suarez came aboard. So it was the the how do you say, the adrenaline rush of watching that match. Um, just I forgot about my interview the next day, but yeah, like you said, we've had all of us had all of these memories growing up. So yeah.
Yeah, so
speaking
the reason
about
I
that.
thought about this, the reason I thought this question was because you know how there's some fans who say, the English fans who say that, oh, these guys don't even go to the matches anymore. Are they real football fans? They just watch it online. But I think European football, at least for the big teams, it has become so big that the fans are all over the world. In the last 20 years, it's so big that it is world football. It's not just European football. These are the uh, clubs that are so big, and the fans around the world make the club what it is, right? So I think they are wrong in categorizing football fans who only watch, because it's not possible for us to go for games. It's not possible for us to be able to attend even one game in our lifetime. Like I've been lucky, but it's not always possible that way.
Yeah,
Who
and
who are you talking about? Is it the, like, people from England or
Yeah. So there's some like online, obviously, because
okay?
they say
Mhm.
that do you even go to a football match? How can you talk about football? Do you even go to a football match? You've never been to Old Trafford. You've never been to Emirates or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, on that slight misdirection, like you said, the European games is becoming bigger. What do you think about Barcelona's match and Villarreal match being hosted in Miami, US?
Miami. Mhm.
Right, it's the first time, I mean, at least the first time I've heard of it, where a proper league match is being held outside of their home country, and I think it speaks to the global audience. Like you were talking about. But I know that there are discussions on both sides of the aisle, so I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, for me, I think if you think about the money perspective, right? Uh, the to be honest, like in football, in European football, if you compare with it, American NFL or cricket, there is lot of ads in between the games, right? So there is lot of advertisements and so many avenues to make money. Whereas for football, 45 minutes, one half, no breaks, no ads, nothing, full intensity, right? So I feel like there has been like lot of plans. The European Super League is one example to try and get more revenue to the clubs, so that like the you pay more for the transfers, or pay the extraordinary fees that you are paying for all to hire all the management team, or to maintain the grounds, or to build this massive billion-dollar stadiums. There should be revenue coming, like in one way or the other. So I don't mind it unless it's only one game. But you should not take the core out of it, right? Like that is your local city's local club. And as a Barcelona fan, you always imagine to be at Camp Nou. As a United fan, I always imagine to be at Old Trafford. I don't want a serious Premier League game in Los Angeles or Miami and me just watching and saying like, okay, I watched a United game. That's not the real thing, right? Going to Old Trafford is the real thing, is the part of the experience that we've always dreamt about, watching these clubs from so many years. So but clubs needs to survive. I feel like there are two sides to look at it. So that's my take.
I think that it's stupid. I think
You think
it's a
it's stupid? Okay.
terrible idea. I think with league, it's a terrible idea because say what is the game? Barca versus
Villarreal.
VLE.
yes. So say it's Villarreal's home game, right? So they're losing that support that they would have had because usually teams are better at home. And if it's Barca's home game, then Barca is losing that support. So how can you quantify add that same value to a league system? Like Real Madrid is playing at Bernabeu, but Barca is playing in LA in Miami. It's just stupid, I think. But if it was the same thing for a community shield sort of thing, Supercopa España, then it makes sense. If it's money, it's all the one thing you want, then Supercopa España is always in a neutral home ground anyway. So I don't mind that at all. Community shield, um,
Mm.
neutral home. So I don't mind that at all. But I don't think you should touch league. It's just stupid, I think. You are degrading the integrity of the league system itself. That's what I
But
think.
at this, I think in this scenario, Barca is not even playing at home, right? Uh,
Yeah.
they are playing on it.
In this scenario, they're not, but
Mm.
you have traveling Villarreal away fans too who come to the match. So they won't be represented well if that match is held in Miami.
Exactly.
I'm agreeing on both sides. But at the same time, I would echo what uh, Atletico's president said, that having one match away from the uh, in a year or two would not harm the sanctity of the system or the league.
But
Uh,
how did they decide, like which home game to be played outside?
I was not part of the discussion, but I don't know. But
Yeah, correct.
yeah, I think it has to be do with Miami being free as well, because I think Inter Miami plays there at that time. I guess they are on break, MLS or something. So I guess La Liga can play there. I'm not sure of the entire details of stuff, but I think that's probably why. And also on top of that, Montjuic is being readied up again because Spotify Camp Nou is being delayed for regulations and stuff. So
Mm,
I guess there's an opportunity there, like you said, for more income and money.
got it. Yep. Okay, so okay, let's stick with Barcelona in this right now and talk about what's going on in the league now. So, what do you think? Like two losses in a row? Uh, I think it's been a while since Barcelona lost two games in a row, right? So, do you call it a crisis, or do you think like it's just a glitch and you'll be back to normal? Abhishek?
So when you say two losses in a row, they are in two different
Competitions.
Competitions,
competitions.
yeah.
Yeah, UCL versus La Liga. In UCL against PSG, I think what we did. We you have to understand that there were at least four our first team that was not playing. Same thing with uh, PSG as well, where their entire front line was not playing, but they had good players in their bench to come off. Even though they were from academy, they were really good players to come off versus us who didn't have good depth to come off from. And on top of that, there are some structural changes that had happened. Which Flick is trying out because Lewandowski was injured from the beginning of the season. It's been Ferran, and Ferran is not as good in terms of pressing. For pressing and the way Flick plays, you need your front players to be the main pressers. So Rafinha and Yamal, they are the ones who press really well along with Lewandowski. So we
Oh,
miss that. Yeah.
that's surprising. Like, I mean, I read and I saw a lot of. I mean, it's easy for us to imagine that Lewandowski is 37 and Ferran is 20s, right? 27, 24, 26, 27. So you would imagine Ferran to be pressing better than Lewandowski, right? And I saw some commentary that he purposefully selected Ferran against PSG because he wants more aggressive pressing, and Lewandowski was not the right fit for it.
So most people think pressing comes from your intensity, but it's not just intensity. You have to have a directional sense of where to press and which
Mm-hmm.
lanes to close. Lewandowski, having studied the game for so long and being in the flick system in Bayern as well, he has a grasp of how to press and where to press, and the game IQ of how you can win the balls, uh, from where, and how you can pressure. Ferran doesn't have that. He doesn't have that striker's IQ that you need. He's not a traditional number nine as well, and he doesn't hold up the ball as good as Lewandowski does. So there were many things that were missing when Lewandowski doesn't play, and the main thing is the structure and the press, and the same thing with the Sevilla game, though, even though Lewandowski started, Yamal wasn't there and Rafinha wasn't there, and the
Mm-hmm.
front three was a wrong choice completely. Rashford on the right, Varane on the left. Uh, it didn't work, and within like 15 or 20 minutes, he switched it up, and Rashford went to the left, Varane went on the right, and then Rashford had a goal in that half. So
Yeah.
he figured out that it wasn't working, and then he put their change there. So in all, I would say it is not a crisis. Crisis would be when you see something which is not being changed, but Flick is actively making changes and it is working. And the Sevilla game, we had a lot of opportunities in the second half, and I have to mention our greatest defender, Araujo. He
Yeah.
he messed up again, in a classic rebound game after PSG, which where he should have held his nerves. And I don't blame him. He's a very good defender. He's just not built for Hansi Flick system, because as soon as the distance between the goalkeeper and his defensive line increases, he makes a lot of mistakes. If it's like closer to the uh, like defense, like for example Harry Maguire or somebody, right? They play really close to the
Mm-hmm.
goalkeeper, right? So you
They
don't
just
have to
don't work well with
yeah,
high lines. Yeah.
high
Yeah.
lines,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with high lines, you have to be very good at anticipation and prediction, which Inigo Martinez was really good at. He would like jump lines and would make the other strikers and everybody offside. He would know how to command the line. Araujo doesn't do that. He doesn't hold his nerves. So there are some changes. I think after this international break couldn't come at a better time,
Mm-hmm.
and Yamal would get the rest, and Rafinha is also back, and so is Fermin. Fermin is another guy who is crazy with pressing. Danny Olmo hasn't had the impact after his injury after he came back. So yeah, I think all in all, I would say we have had a lot of injuries. There are some structural issues that Flick needs to work on, and I think after the break, I'm pretty sure he would work on them. And we also have Bernal coming in from the ACL, so
Mm-hmm.
he would be making an impact slowly. And I'm hoping that Flick gives him minutes uh, uh, during the course of the season. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you think he'll stick with Highline, not make it, because I saw a recent video where Barcelona's last 20 goals conceded, all of them are in the same format. Play quick passes and release the wing back and cross it to the striker.
hmm
And it looks like there are talks that they've been found out with this Highline or things
Now,
like that. But
we last season we were in the same situation against Osasuna, and we conceded 4 goals.
Mhm.
And it was same highline. People were saying, "Oh, it's a highline." It's very easy to say it's the highline. It's a lazy assumption, but it's not the highline. It's the people in your team and the profiles who make that system work. And the system works. It just needs the right profiles for it, and we
Got it.
didn't have the resources. And yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
So,
definitely a lazy thing because Pep used to have a high line when he was managing Barcelona, and it was more about the space that he wanted to constrict the
mhm.
opponent as much as possible. And the players back then, they weren't fast runners except for Dani Alves,
Mhm.
and it worked very very well. I think it's a really silly thing to say, but I think even the Sevilla game, it was more the last few minutes that three of those goals went right.
Right.
Two or three of those goals. I think that because Barcelona was going for the win,
Yeah.
they were trying to go get a goal at the very end. They obviously didn't have enough numbers at the back to defend, and I think that was
Yeah,
the
they were
only thing.
pretty open, and I think the last three goals were in the last 10 minutes or last 5 minutes,
Yeah,
right? So,
Yeah.
yeah,
mhm.
Yeah,
So
it
you
was
think
mostly
it's the
2-1.
personal? It's the
Yeah, it is the
injuries.
personal, and you
Mm.
have to understand that Flick is working off of just Danny Olmo. That was the signing he got along with Joan Garcia that he
Yes.
got. So he's
Hmm.
working off with bare minimum right now.
Rashford.
So yeah, Rashford is a loan, but I wouldn't say. But he actually wanted that signing, so I'm really happy because Rashford is currently our highest goals and assists attacker right now,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
he's sitting on top at 8, I think. So it's pretty good. That's probably because Rafinha and Yamal are injured, so when they're back, they'll probably get back there. But yeah, Rashford has been really good for us, really effective, and he's been doing what is expected of him to do. But he's also missing the pressing structure that he needs, but he'll learn because he just came to the team. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think like it's interesting that how football can change, right? Like because I just remembered when you spoke about Pep Rohit, like he was the one who started all this possession game, keeping the ball away from the goal, things like that. But he is the one in this season. He's basing his like a team on counterattacks or on to the players that he has, because he always used Ederson as an extra person in first phase of build up. Now he doesn't have it with Donnarumma, and but he's trying to adapt, and like he's changing it to long pass to Haaland, and then start the attack from there too. So like it'll be interesting what Man City does this season.
yeah. I think the contrast between this season's City and Pep's first season at Barca, right? It's
Uh-huh.
so different, and actually you would think every time that Pep tries to get new players, it's always a similar type of player, right? Whether it's a striker, whether it's the goalkeeper, he's always changing, even if the player had a good reputation in the past. Like for example, Joe Hart, when he first came to City, right? He got rid of Joe Hart very quickly. Joe Hart was the best goalkeeper. He had the Golden Glove for the 4 years running at that point, and he got rid of Joe Hart so quickly.
Yeah.
And he got Bravo, and then he got Ederson. I think
It's
it's
so
very
surprising that he got Donnarumma, right? Like
Donnarumma. Yeah,
compared to what he profiles that he likes. But Donnarumma is actually winning him games this season. It's like
yeah,
the saves he's making is world class.
Yeah,
Obviously, he
Edison
won the
lost
Champions
that.
League. Yeah.
Yeah, Edison lost that touch of saving the main things. He had that Valdez touch where one or two chances Edison would save, but he missed. I mean, I don't know what happened to him, but he for the couple of seasons he lost that touch as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, Donnarumma is giving him that, that's
Yes.
crazy saves out of nowhere. Sorry, Rohit, you were
and
saying.
and Ederson has the Valdez touch of making a crazy mistake now and then. And I don't
Hmm.
think Donnarumma has that. I don't think
No.
Donnarumma makes those crazy mistakes.
Hmm.
He's more reliable, and he's incredible, like coming out to catch crosses, which like teams like Arsenal with set pieces do, like Newcastle do. They do it a lot more in England, I think.
Yeah, I've been watching City games. I've been one with United itself, right, where we lost 3-0. But the Brian Embo save there uh, of Donnarumma was world class, really world class. So that is something extra that Pep gets this season. I feel like City are the dark horses in title race, where because they have match winners. No, even if they're not playing well, they have like match winners in Donnarumma and Haaland, where one chance or okay, you're not dominating the game, but you have so much confidence in your backline and your goalkeeper that it's okay to not dominate the game. Is what I am feeling right now. So,
Uh,
but
I
I can go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry, I mean, sorry to interrupt. I would say I wouldn't agree because Haaland is the main guy right now, and he's on
Mm-hmm,
form. If by chance, touch wood, Haaland gets injured, they don't have a really good backup
mm-hmm,
to give them those winning things. This works as much as long as Haaland is injury free. because he's their main winner. I don't think Foden is doing as well, but I do notice that all of the players that he got last season and this season have improved. So Doku has improved a lot, and he's doing really well against teams who sit back. Even Nico Gonzalez is playing well. Reinders is a smart signing. So he has these players who are not the players of the past who can keep the ball and dominate possession. He has players who are really good at transitions, and
Yes.
and I think when people say that Pep is not very adamant, he doesn't change things. They should look into his like teams all over the from the
Hmm.
past, and they'll notice a recurring theme where he has made changes every time.
Yeah, that's I feel like that is very I'd say like a narrative which is not true. Pep not adapting, right? Because even the Champions League winning season, he felt like something was not working and he started placing John Stones in midfield and playing back three, right? Like
Yeah, I missed that.
he always changes, but his main thing is winning. And he even in a recent interview he explained like how system and players are two same things but not two separate things. He doesn't care about like I want to play this system no matter what. He always adapts to what his players have. So this is my silent dig towards Ruben Amorim also, but but yeah, but yeah. Speaking about title race, Rohit, like what is your feeling? Feeling happy or international break came at a wrong time for you? I guess Liverpool lost two games. I think okay, one in Champions League against Galatasaray and Crystal Palace also,
And
uh,
Chelsea.
and Chelsea too. Oh yeah, three games in a row now, two in Premier League. So back to the top of the table. What do you think? What is going on?
Um,
Elephant's back on
I
the
think
branch.
I think that we've done okay. I'm not really that bothered about Liverpool's losses, like the last few games. I think that they're still trying to get into the groove. They've had major changes. They've lost a big chance creator in Trent, and they've lost Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz, which was which were like they were the first choice striker and left wing. I'd say from last season. Gakpo was
You
there, but
forgot, but Jota also, right?
yeah,
So,
obviously,
mm,
but he
mm,
wasn't really a
mm,
starter, right? So, but they've lost him as well, and I think there's been a major change in how they play, mainly because of Trent. I think that that has caused Salah also to lose his touch because of Trent. s- ev- Last season, almost everything was directed towards Salah, right? And he
mm,
scored an insane amount. He had an incredible season last season, but this
mm,
season the whole game play has changed because there are other players through whom the team has to play. I think that's why they got Words to play through the center. That's why they got Isak, because they want to create a new generation where they can play differently. Like once Salah retires, while Salah goes away, and so on. I think that's what they're going for, but they haven't clicked yet. So I don't think these few losses are indicative of having a crisis, but I also don't think the wins that they were having earlier are indicative of them doing really well. I think
yeah.
they're still trying to fix it, and they've been lucky with those wins, so they're still up there at the top. But I think they'll come through to the title competition, I'd say, with
This
Arsenal
is
and
a
City.
this is a typical Arsenal fan being modest, right? Abhishek, like
I'm just being honest.
After repeated title challenges, I think you'd have to be
be
in
very
this
modest.
position. Yeah, very modest.
I was modest the last 3 seasons as well. So how does that work?
But, yeah, but that's you, Rohit. I don't think you speak for the most of the Arsenal fans, though.
Yeah. But coming
I
to
think
your
if you,
team, right? Like I feel you have the very good squad and comfortably winning games. Started winning games, but the Newcastle one is one game where that is your like a game where you won, and it kind of like it's a statement win, because those are the types of win you need to win a title, right? At the last minute, in Newcastle, away from home, corner header, those those are like typical Sir Alex Ferguson teams, winning in the last minute kind of thing.
Yes, I'd say so. But I think we've been doing well considering the difficult fixtures we've had. I think Old Trafford away is very hard for us, definitely. I
Mhm.
think Liverpool away is very hard for everybody and for us as well. But and Newcastle away, City at home, all of these are hard fixtures, and we've lost only one game, and that was to an incredible mad free kick. So I didn't. So I'm very happy with the fact that we've sort of had a good run, even though we had a bad fixture list. So I'm excited to see how Arsenal behave in the next few games, because these are the games that you're supposed to win. So, and
Mhm.
they should win with good performances. So this now is where the performances really count and the results count, right? Because these games you should definitely win if you're trying to go for the title. So the next 1 month is you have to see Arsenal um, do well with the fixture list they have, and make sure that when Liverpool slips up, because they're still trying to get it right, Arsenal takes advantage of it.
Mhm. Yep. Any like changes you are seeing this season, or is it same way they're playing? Uh, how does like how is Gyökeres fitting in? All the new players that you got, bunch of players, right? So.
Another reason I'm happy with what we've been doing is because of the squad, right? We've had
Hmm.
we've had bad injuries this season. Like almost every game,
Yes.
somebody has been injured. Like the first game, Havertz got injured, so because of that, Gyökeres had to start every game since then. So so there's been a lot of pressure on him. Uh, I'm happy with how Gyökeres is doing, actually, because if you know from last few seasons, Saka is always double marked by two or more players, and because of Gyökeres, he takes the attention of one or two players, so which makes it easier for people like Saka, for the wingers, to be able to play more. But Saka has been injured for the last few games, so I think it will open up chances for Saka a lot more. That's what I see happening in the next few games. I'm happy
Nice.
with Gyökeres's, and obviously Madueke did really well before he got injured. Eze
Mm.
has been doing well. And Zubimendi has been incredible. Very happy with the squad depth. Very happy. I'd say Arsenal has the best squad depth, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need that high ceiling, right? We need those match winners where the squad depth turns into those players who come on should be able to win those games for you at those moments where you're struggling, which is what we want to see.
Yeah, and I think you have different profiles too. So I agree
Yeah.
because Martinelli is different, Trossard is different, Havertz is different, Gyökeres is different, Saka is different. Saka is always like, he's unique, not different. And
Mm. Eze.
Eze is different.
Mm.
He can play different way. Odegaard is injured, but when he comes back, he'll be also a very important player. I think one thing I miss, or I mean not miss, but I think I would say is I think Mosquera. He didn't do well against Newcastle, right? Or some other team. I'm not sure. He was
Yeah.
hooked
He was
off in the first
subbed
half.
off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Substituted. Mm.
yeah.
Because he
So
made
I
a
think
mistake.
right, which
Mm.
led to
He,
the corner or something.
yeah, it wasn't even really a mistake. He gave off a corner, which, come on,
Concentration issue.
corner is
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, corner is nothing.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that was because Saliba was injured and
Yeah,
Arteta didn't want to rush him, so he played Mosquera instead. So I'm just wondering if you guys have a reliable center back substitute in case Saliba or Gabriel gets injured. I think you have
but
another guy, right?
yeah, we
Coutinho.
do.
I
We have um, when Saliba got injured in the Liverpool game, Mosquera came on and he did very well. He's done very well, except for that Newcastle game where I'd say maybe it was the stadium, maybe it
mm,
was maybe some nerves, but I'd say it's more because Arteta wanted to make sure we got that win.
Mm.
So he wanted, so even 45 minutes was okay in St James Park for Saliba. That's why he brought him on, I'd say.
Right.
I don't think because Mosquera plays right back and center RCB in Saliba's place. So he's done really well recently since he's come on in many of the games. So I'm very happy with that. And the other guy we got from Leverkusen has also done well in the few chances he's had. But Gabriel is not going to be injured, so I'd say he has he has more of a struggle to get chances.
Don't jinx it.
But I have to.
Yeah, I know.
I can't. I mean, Raya has been incredible though. Like I can't like say all of the names and forget Raya, because that save he made against, I don't know what was it in home. Oh my!
I know. I remember last week.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Last week
It
it
was
was
incredible.
Yeah. He has been incredible.
Which game was it?
I think it was the Bilbao game.
Oh God.
Bilbao or Olympiacos?
Bilbao was away.
It is Olympiacos.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Olympiacos. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
What I'm noticing right now in Europe is every team has really good goalkeepers. Like, I'm very happy we got Juan Garcia. You have Raya, Liverpool. I mean, if you watch the Crystal Palace Liverpool game, you would have seen
Alisson saves.
Alisson saves. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, it was back, like future, like back, prime Alisson again. And then I think United got a really good goalkeeper in Simmons. Is it
Seni Lamens?
Lamens? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah. So I think
it was his
first game,
so
right?
First game, yeah. The positive that came out of.
I think he was okay. He wasn't great, but I think they've been.
He was just comparing him to Onana. That is the thing, right? Your comparison is Onana and Binder.
You guys should get Ter Stegen to mentor him.
No, thank you. Yeah, I saw you sending that message in our WhatsApp group, but yeah, like I read the comments too. Ter Stegen from Barcelona fans saying that take him is better than what you have, but like there are a lot of comments that saying like he's worse than Onana too. So it's like you don't know what you get.
I think of the title race. Who do you think is who's doing well? You said City are the dark horses, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Foden is back to form and he's playing 4-1-4-1 with Reinders and Foden are number 10s behind Haaland. So that's like every time, at least like they're attacking, they look like they're scoring a goal. It's they're attacking really good. Haaland is, I feel like, in the form of his life right now. So the way he's playing is amazing. So yeah, like I genuinely feel they're dark horses and they have good squad depth also, because if you see left wing, you have Doku, Savinho, Oscar Bob, you have your Bernardo Silva as wingers, right? Like you have like good solid squad depth too. They spent like around 500-600 million in the last 6 months. So right, so it's only thing is like they can't keep possession right now. But also I heard that I read somewhere that like they've changed the whole backroom staff. Pep changed the whole coaching staff too. So it's like the new way of pressing. It seems like they're the way last season they got found out by not pushing too much. Like now their counter for it is like they're pushing too high and leaving lot of spaces. So they're trying something different. So if it clicks with the fast players they have, I feel like they really have a good chance. And also you have Pep, right? So
yeah,
only
I like
thing
the
is
way meta keeps changing every time. That's what keeps me hooked to this sport and keeps talking about it, because everybody has their own way of building up their team and doing stuff. So yeah. And
correct.
the Haaland goal against Arsenal was amazing. He kind of created that goal as well, where he just busted a lung-busting run and then scored the goal. Yeah.
It's just that you cannot do anything, right? As a defender, whoever you are, you cannot do anything. And yeah,
they should have stopped him before that, but once he went past, there's no stopping him at that point.
And for them, I feel the main critical thing is Rodri being fit. If Rodri
Yeah.
is if gets back to his prime somewhere in the like by Christmas, then they are in the title race according to
Uh,
me.
he got injured,
Mm.
by the way.
Again, yeah, I saw
Yeah.
he left. So, but yeah, international break is there. It's the same knee it seems, so it might take a while. I don't know.
He has an ACL tear, right? He has a few, I think, months off.
Hmm.
Again,
Yeah. ACL tear he has. I'm not sure if they've given a date when he's back, but a significant period.
oh
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought it was a different knee though.
yeah. Oh, that's sad then. Then all my take all my words back.
Yeah, I think in terms of winning the title challenge, I think definitely Arsenal for me as well, because of the squad depth. So
Mhm.
Arteta needs to figure out the balance when the going gets tough, and in terms of matches and the high frequency of matches, especially Champions League. I think in the past few seasons he has struggled with the team dynamics, having played Saka all the time. I've used him always, not changing too much until like 80th minute. His subs. Now that he has the depth, I'm sure he will make those changes, and also rotate his team well for not so um, high demanding matches. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and if he does that balance well and keeps his main players fit, I think they have a very good chance of winning the league. Liverpool, I think there are some structural issues, so I'm not sure if Slot can fix that. If he can fix that, well and good. It'll be a good title challenge. But other than that, I don't see anybody catching up to
Yeah. Mm.
Arsenal anytime soon with the teams they have. Even Chelsea, they're good on their day, but they're not consistent enough. Spurs, Thomas Frank is doing really well, but I don't know if he has the right profiles. It's his first season, so I'm sure he'll improve upon it. Yeah, I don't see anybody else challenging.
Correct.
To be
Yeah,
honest.
it'll be interesting to see. This will be the first time Slot is facing a challenge, right? Like in Premier League, if you get found out, it's very tricky to fix that. Like you have to keep changing. Now it's like it feels like Galatasaray and Crystal Palace and Chelsea kind of employed the similar tactics against him. Maybe in this
Yeah.
international break he'll change something, but we have to see.
This reminds me, sorry, I forgot to tell this when against Barca versus Sevilla, when you
Hmm.
asked this. It was not because of the high line. It's actually tactical changes that the opposition managers did. So Luis Enrique, in second half, he went man-to-man pressing against Barcelona, and Sevilla's manager also did the same thing for the entire 90 minutes, man-to-man pressure. So Barcelona couldn't handle it. So I think this is a new way of handling Flick's system,
Hmm.
and I think Flick needs to find out or figure out a way, because Sevilla's manager copied exactly what Enrique did in PSG, and it was good.
Yeah, I think that's the evolving trend this season. The reason why I saw a video about Bournemouth and Iraola, the reason why they're so successful is this man-to-man pressing. Instead of like sitting back and defending against big teams, you go aggressive man-to-man or like in their
Win
half
the
itself,
duels.
even the duels, and that's when you create those chances. I think new way of football, I guess. Always changing. But yeah, what do you think about La Liga race, Abhishek? I think Real Madrid is on the top now, right? So, uh, i-
Um,
but it's only
yeah,
seven games.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of dressing room stuff going on with their team. They lost very big against Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
The derby. They still have structural issues. The wins they've had are not convincing wins. They are mostly individual wins with Kylian Mbappe, again in his form of his life. He's playing really well. So Clasico, I think we have in a month's time. I think it's in our home. I won't be surprised if Flick doesn't fix his structural issues. Madrid going away with a win because of Mbappe. Um, but they still have issues creating chances. It's very disjointed performance if you watch Real Madrid this season. But let's see if Xabi Alonso can figure out a way. Bellingham is also coming back. He had been injured, and he has to find out a way to create a balance. And I don't think he has been doing that, or he's been able to do that. And
He's
Atletico Madrid
trying,
doesn't.
definitely. He's
He's
trying, I think.
trying, but the problem is there are too many players who have similar profiles, like Mastantuno, Arda Gular. There's Rodrigo. So Brahim
Winnie.
Diaz,
Yeah.
Vinny, Mbappe, and they're all competing for similar positions. So he has to find the balance. And I think the midfield itself is not that good. Valverde is not in his best moment, but he can definitely come back. I think they don't have the profiles to play a possession-based game, which
Yeah.
Alonso is going for. So I think he has to fix that. So let's see how he does. But yeah, there's definitely structural issues in terms of title race. I would say if Flick can figure out the structural issues that Barcelona have, I think we'll definitely win this one as well.
Yeah, talking about the possession-based game that Alonso's after losing Modric, he should have gotten someone, right? They were trying to go for
Yes.
Zubimendi, but they couldn't get him. I think they didn't want to spend that much for him, so they lost him to Arsenal. And I think for that reason, he won't have the control that he tried to get, like he had at Leverkusen, and you expect of top level teams to have that control, right? But I don't think, like you said, the profiles validate that. And but Mbappe is doing quite well. He has the confidence to score quite a few goals, and I know many of them were penalties, but yeah,
Controversial ones.
yeah. But yeah,
True Barca fan.
I so I think he's got good confidence. He looks the other goals that he scored. He looks positive. He looks much better than last season, where
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of the season he was like a bit out of it, right? Like because it was his first season, he didn't have that confidence. But now you're seeing him back in his
Uh,
best, I'd say.
I would agree. I mean, he was La Liga's top scorer even after that season,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about the beginning where he sort of struggled to get there. But
Right,
he's
right,
carried
yeah.
on the end season form to this season. He looks quite good.
Yeah, and he's very involved in the attack as well. He's the main focal point, so that's really good. And the same thing with Haaland as well. He has improved a lot, right, with in getting involved with everybody around him. It's pretty interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, his partnership with Arda Güler is growing. Like he's playing at number 10, and the way they are connecting, it is working in at least like smaller games in La Liga. But we have to see. Atletico Madrid was really bad. Next is Clasico, right? October 26th. So we have to see what's how if it's Bellingham or if it's Güler in that game.
Yeah.
I think because of the issues we've already talked about, they will struggle against big teams.
Mm. Maybe, but
But the thing with Barcelona and the high line is Mbappe can feast on it because we don't have the same high line or where we press or used to press. So that's what I'm saying. Unless Flick fixes that, it should be easy walk for Real Madrid. But like you said, big teams, maybe in Champions League, yeah, definitely they will have problems. But in La Liga, I don't think they'll have any issues. So yeah, unless they play like Bilbao or Sociedad, but yeah.
okay.
Talking about inform strikers, like Kane, Haaland, they're incredibly in incredible form. Like I think Bayern is a favorite for Champions League this year.
Julian Alvarez too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, that hat trick, right? Julian Alvarez hat trick.
Yeah.
He's amazing, even when he was at City. But Kane has 18 goals, I think, right? This season already.
Already.
7 games in. 18 goals. But yeah, hopefully continues his form. I
Have to
still want to
ask.
see company in big games. I don't think like it will be very similar to Javi Alonso. I feel like company and Javi Alonso little experience in bigger games. So I genuinely feel like people like Flick or even like Luis Enrique, uh, Pep uh, can have an advantage over Javi Alonso or
Yeah.
company in those games, bigger Champions League games. But we'll
Both of
have to
them
see.
came from Pep's school of coaching.
Hmm.
Crazy. Even Arteta came from there.
Yes. Hmm.
Adidas
Pep
from
didn't have.
Arsenal School of Coaching. Wenger's School of Coaching.
It was literally his
He didn't even play
Assistant.
under
assistant
Wenger,
manager.
right?
What are you
No, he
talking?
played.
He
Oh
played
yeah,
five
yeah, yeah,
seasons
played
under
it.
Wenger.
Wasn't
Okay,
he
okay.
captain too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
Yeah.
like I said in a group message, Arsenal have a thing for managers who have AR in their name.
Yeah. Um, I read this post where if Arsenal didn't lose 8-2 to United, then Wenger didn't go on that crazy signing spree where they bought five players at the end of the transfer window in 2011, which included Mertesacker and Arteta, two future Arsenal captains, and one manager of Arsenal, one in charge of the Arsenal Academy. Like, if Arsenal didn't lose that, they wouldn't have gotten these
8-2.
players.
Ashley Young did you a favor then.
That was a crazy game.
Mhm.
We watched it together, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Rooney also had a free kick, right?
Rooney had a
Yeah.
hat trick,
Yeah.
and Ashley Young's long shots, curling long shots with RB on your joystick.
Yeah. Young did well. Anderson also played. He was the one making a face at the goalkeeper when the free kick was being taken.
Yeah.
He was behind the wall. Yeah.
Fun times. Speaking about fun times, we are all the United fans are having a good time now because it's international break. But
Hey, which reminds me, I have to ask you a question, Sandy. I
Mhm.
just saw a tweet where um, who's your CEO? Jim Ratcliffe?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He said that he's going to give 3 seasons to
I heard that. Yeah, I
Amorim.
saw that. I didn't watch the interview, but yeah, I saw the quote saying that, uh, yeah, it's give Amorim like I want Amorim to be a good coach in 3 seasons. So it looks like the sank won't be happening anytime soon, at least from what he said. But if you lose like 3 or 4 more games, then I think
But
like
you've
again
had a
the
good
doubts
run,
will
right?
come.
Sorry, you had a good run, right? Two
Just
games.
one game. Mm.
No, two
Just one
consecutive
game.
games you
No,
won, right?
Amarim never won 2 consecutive games.
In Old
It's
Trafford.
yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah, Chelsea, right? Like so, Chelsea because on the 4th minute, Sanchez did a
Red card.
stupid thing and he got a red card and they won
Hmm.
that, but lost to Brentford away the next game and then
And then one
came
against
back in
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Yeah.
Hmm. Now that you
All
are,
the wins he has, they're against either recently promoted teams or like teams who got relegated very quickly, or
Yes.
teams who had a red card.
Yes. That's his
how,
record till now.
but how do you think about this style of play where Mbomo and Quina and all they are getting good chances though, right?
Hmm.
Like on transitions, and I know the defense is being a bit leaky, but I think what do you say overall? Do you see any improvement in the gameplay?
He changed a couple of things like Dallo playing a bit inside so that you have like an extra like peep extra person man in the midfield. I saw that one change, but other than that, we all know that he's pretty stubborn about not changing things. So and he just won against like there's one game against Sunderland. Chelsea's was 10 men. So it was similar to Bilbao in Europa League semi-final last season. The first fifth minute, Bilbao got a red card, and we've won like 4-0 in the semi-final. That led us to the final. If not, I think it was in the first 20 minutes, but first 20 minutes, Bilbao was dominating like crazy. And if they had finished with 11 men, I still feel like we wouldn't have gone to the final. But yeah, like he at the like critical moments, he is getting that. I feel like luck that in terms of red cards or playing against newly promoted teams. But I have to see like these. At least Mount played well. Mason Mount played in number 10. I feel is better than Cunha in that position because Cunha is more like not in playmaking. Just take the ball and run, and it's not even like it needs more time to adapt, I guess.
Right.
So
Take the ball and run. Okay.
that's what I'm seeing with him because like there were 3 or 4 times when he can pass, but he did not.
Right.
So
He should shot. Yeah.
took a
What do
shot.
you think of
So,
the recent news that Bruno is leaving for 100 million
Yeah.
to Saudi?
yeah. I- I think it's just a rumor. Ruben Amorim loves Bruno, and but yeah, like but even in the recent interviews, I feel like Bruno is not happy in that position, and whereas like Amorim is saying Bruno likes freedom, he doesn't want any responsibility. So there is this like small fight that is happening between those two, at least like conflict of interest on what they want to do. But yeah, like if he's playing, if Ruben Amorim is staying according to Sir Jim, and like if he is being played continuously at number 6, I think like my guess is it doesn't even stay till next summer. It can be just this January also. Hmm. It's
I think United have a lot of very similar number 10 players: Cunha,
yes.
Guomo, Mason Mount, Bruno. It,
He sold
it's a
all
bit.
the wingers, and
Yeah, he's all over.
Embu and Embuembo is a winger, right? So, but he's playing him interior. He's playing him as an
Yeah.
interior 10 and asking him to run behind, which is not, I feel, is the his greatest strength. But he wants Embuembo to learn, right? So that is there. But even against Sunderland, you can see the cross that Embuembo gave to Mount. It's from the
Mbuemo.
right winger, Embuembo. It's from the right
Say,
wing. So
say
it's
it right once.
Embuembo.
There's no bow at the
Embuemo.
end.
Huh? There is no
Bow at
bow.
the end. At the end.
Embuembo. I'm saying it.
Mbuemo.
Embuemo.
Embuemo. Oh, it's not. There is no bow. I thought it was all. There was a bow. But yeah,
Yeah.
Amorim's
To be
speciality
honest, I
is.
watched that game, Sunderland game, and I
Mhm.
feel like there was good domination, but definitely it was Sunderland, and it was at Old Trafford. But definitely, first half felt like you guys had a lot of chances, and there were a lot of
Mhm.
shots. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but of course, you have to be consistent at cross, and against all teams.
Correct. I genuinely feel the game after international break, it's against Brighton. So we always lose against Brighton, and that is there. Like I think we lost the last 5 games. So, but it'll be a very good test. It's at Old Trafford too, so it will be a very
Mhm.
good test for the team to see if they actually improved, or is it just a like a blip and back to normal of losing. So we have to see.
Okay.
But yeah, all the like I said, all the United fans are enjoying the international break. We like it.
One last question though on
Yeah.
this:
Mhm.
where do you think United will end up at the end of the season? Pick a spot randomly. We'll
I,
get
I
back to
st-
this.
I still stand by my thing from last episode. If Amorim is there, it's not even top 10. If he gets sacked, maybe like top 6 or even top 6. Try for top 6.
So
So
without a manager, you're looking at top six.
yeah, I
Okay,
genuinely
but
feel just play 4-4-2 and go to top 6. We have good enough players.
Where are they on the league right now?
I
Ninth.
think ninth or
Yeah.
something, right? Mhm.
And they've had a bad run, according to the perception, right? Like everybody says that they've had a bad run, and they're still ninth.
Yeah,
And they've
but it's
played,
7 games,
yeah,
and they
but they played
lost
some big
three.
teams.
They lost 3 games out of
That is
7.
true, but my
Mm.
point is that there are other teams doing worse. So I don't think they're going to be that. They're not going to be out of the top 10.
Yeah, that's what my first assumption was, that you're saying that there are 10 better teams than United that's going to end
Yeah.
up on the league board.
Amorim will make sure that we are about top 10. It's like that is.
So this season has been the lowest scoring season in a long time, and it's also the lowest chance creating season. So I think
Mhm.
that the defenses are better, which makes it harder for teams to score, obviously. So I think that only if you have good goal scorers will you be able to score, and I think United have good goal scorers.
Yeah, I mean, we have Shesko. Really like Shesko and the way he's uh,
He's already
adapting,
scored 2 goals,
and
right?
he's already scored 2 goals. And
Scrappy
uh,
goals, but I like his profile too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Those are not the goals that I expected him to score, actually. From
mm,
his profile, but he still
mhm.
scored those 2 goals. So
His
I'm
leaps for the
impressed.
headers are really good. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
Yes. Hmm.
And he's
Big
holding
Ben.
of the ball also really well. So yeah, I think he has good traits. He just needs some time. He just moved. It's a new league, new manager, new system, everything new.
He's very young.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I want him to do well. I like him. I didn't want him at Arsenal, but I like him.
Okay.
Him
Like I
and
wanted.
Gyökeres are similar profiles. How
Very
how
extremely
do you
No,
see
similar.
them?
I think he's more. I know people say this about Gyökeres, but I think he's more leggy, as in he's not as quick.
So you're saying you want a slower player for you?
No, Gyökeres is
Shesko
faster. I
is
think
not
he's
quick.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
I
think
think
Yeah.
he's
Sesko has tall sprints.
strides. Yeah,
Strides. Yeah, I think so. He can cover the same
but
ground, I think.
But I never saw Shesko running behind. So that is also I want to
exactly.
see his pace. But like there is
Okay.
no one is giving him
I
through
in
walls. That
terms
is a
of
different thing.
running behind, Gyökeres is definitely a much better player.
I think he's a very good runner with the ball, like a very good ball carrier when he has the ball. Gyökeres.
Gyökeres? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel that too. I mean, I have to see Sesko doing that ball carrying in Premier League, but when in Bundesliga, he used to do that similar things.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
think he
like he's
has the
still
strides
adapting.
similar to Haaland, but yeah, you have
Who?
to
Sesko?
Sesko. Yeah, because of his legs, he has tall
Mm.
strides like Haaland.
Mm.
Because Haaland also has tall strides, but yeah, he's not that level, of course not. But yeah,
Yeah. Hmm. And there is our midfield is also so bad. I mean, there is
oh
no
yeah,
midfield.
it's one of the worst midfields ever assembled. I think in the top league team anywhere.
That's why like he doesn't want to play midfield, right? So it's like just bypass it. He changed his pressing structure. He is now 4-4-2. He's pressing 4-4-2 off the ball, but in possession it's still 3-4-2-1.
I think one of
So
the main things he should change is Luke Shaw. He's one of the worst three center back defenders ever. He shouldn't be there. When he runs back with the ball behind him, he doesn't know where is anything. It's just it's just very bad. I think Euro Delete is doing very good actually as a center back,
he is.
and I think
but
somebody
pick the
else.
third one. There is
I think
Harry
if that's why
Maguire.
if
Maguire, Maguire.
Yeah, that's if Lisandro comes back, of course him, because he'll be
Mm.
very suited to that three center back system. But yeah, Luke Shaw is really bad in that. Make him a wing back, but don't make him a third center back.
I think he'd be
Yeah,
very good as a wing back.
Yeah, I know, right?
You
We're very
remember
good defense.
at least no?
he's
We're better
not.
than
He doesn't
Dallo.
have the pace now. Mm.
Okay.
That's okay, but Dallo makes some brain dead decisions out of
Yeah, yeah.
nowhere. He'll have some one good or two attacking moments because the opposition defender will think what is he gonna do, and Dallo is gonna do exactly the opposite, and it'll be a cross or something. So yeah, I think Luke Shaw would be much better. He's a very good crosser of the ball as well.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think he can
Mm-hmm.
do very well in that position. I don't know why he's not playing there. But yeah.
Okay. So that's, I think, the end of the episode, guys. Uh, Thank you for listening. This is our first video, but we promise we try to do more of these episodes. Thanks for listening. See you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you next
See
time.
you. Bye.